And it comes down to two kind of simple questions. Who's the author and who owns the output? See, when an artist like Sarah Anderson in Anderson v. Stability AI does her life's work, and we just take that and scrape it and don't ask not just for permission, that turns it from a not just compensation, but it's about control. That's her life's work. Shouldn't she have a say in where it goes, like Axios or News Corp? Or how about Mumsnet, which is a UK parents community with millions of posts? All of that was taken, and now they're in a lawsuit against OpenAI. Shouldn't they have the right to protect user-generated content, UGC, which means people that visit, share this? That's their community that they're trying to protect? These things do matter because in the end, you can make better deals and actually improve the large language models because it's not just about data, it's about how people use it, going back to people. When you're working with AI, who gets to call themselves the author? And this brings us back to that 1884 photographer, Napoleon Cerrone. He was taking a picture of the famous poet, Oscar Wilde. You could compare him to like Kendrick Lamar. He was one of the most famous at the time. And he had this image and says, I want to copyright it. Well, cameras were brand new, like AI. They'd already done the printing press, right? That was the first wave of content copyright. Now they do the camera. And that camera turned around and the law said, wait a minute, that's a tool. And the way he set it up, the lighting, the things that go into making it a shot made it human. Could be a little like prompting, couldn't it? In fact, when I took those photos into Midjourney and I said, give me these two next to each other exactly as they are, as best I could, you can see the examples here. They're just duplicates that sort of look like it, but it wasn't able to follow my instruction, which is more a prompt thing. But look at what they did. They turned something unique into something like everything else. That's why creativity matters in AI. Because if we don't have the human element, we're going to get this pushing everything to the middle. See, AI is a probability soup of millions of influences. How do you trace that? How do you compensate it? And more importantly, who owns what comes out? Ownership is really where it gets this messy because authorship is where it comes from. We can play around with that. Who was important? Was there human involvement? But ownership, that brings in all these different influences and doesn't even talk about the AI developers and AI platforms that are really important to be able to create this.